Okay, welcome back to Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. I have got one of my last two poplar logs up here, and I am hoping I'm done milling for a bit once I get these done. But I have just put on a resharpened Ripper 37 blade. I've used these before in oak. I think I did a video on what they are like in oak when they're new, and then what they're like when they're resharpened. But I've never tried one in poplar, so I want to see how well they cut a resharpened blade in poplar. Well, I finished that log. I tell you, it was a pretty rough log. It had a lot of tension in it, so it was hard to get straight boards out of it. Of course, the planer will straighten out some of these, but I got 3 6s there. I got 4 here, but the problem is, and I don't know whether you can see it, right here in the middle they went in narrow. These are about 7/8 or so. This is down probably 3/4 weak in a couple spots, so I don't know exactly. They may end up being molding. I know I need some 1/2-inch stock for making trims around doors. So anyway, not the most ideal. This I've got to square off the ends, but I got another 5, 4, a couple 5s, a 4, and a 7, I think is what that was. So it made some boards, and with poplar you want to try to save as much of it as possible, but it's quite knotty, as you can see there. So I'm not exactly sure what I'll end up using that for, but I think I'm going to clean it up. That leaves me one last log to mill out tomorrow morning. Just a quick addendum to that earlier video. The Ripper 37, when I resharpened it, it cut very well. Of course, most every blade is going to cut fairly well in poplar. Sorry. Actually, quite impressed with the way it's cutting in that type of wood. So, doesn't do the greatest in hardwood after you cut the first log or so. And I did an earlier video on that. And that's their 7-degree bevel. That's specifically what they were supposed to be meant to be used for. But the 7-degree bevel resharpened on that dealing with the poplar works really well. So for what it's worth, just wanted to add that in the middle of this, or towards the end of this video. So I do have one other tree that needs to come down. Whether I do that tomorrow or not remains to be seen. Part of me that just wants to be done with it. But that is that tree right down here that the wind blew down in the middle of the summer. It's got a quite a root ball there. It's leaning into the other tree, one of my other oak trees. And so if I can convince my friend to come over with his tractor, we might be able to pull that down. Originally I was thinking maybe with the track hoe when it came in, or the excavator, something that has, you know, the lifting power with on it. If they could come right out to here, reach out there and pull that down without, you know, creating too much difficulty for us. But anyway, that we'll see what tomorrow holds. Tomorrow's another day. I am going to have to once again move these stacks of lumber. Oh, I get so tired of moving lumber. If we go ahead and I put the basement in on the garage all at the same time, then this lumber is going to have to be moved out of the way, and I just haven't decided where I'm going to move it. I was hoping this was back far enough until I got the house framed up, then I could move it. But I'm really seriously considering having a monolithic pour here, have a company come in and do the forms, and if I do that, I'm going to have them form up and do the garage at the exact same time, because they can do it a lot cheaper than I can, at least a lot faster once I get the footings in. So anyway, that's where we're at. I will keep you posted, so be looking for videos on the advancing of this project. So I am, as I say, always one step closer to getting there. And so, as always, I appreciate you joining me and being with me today. I will probably, the next video will probably be dealing either with the taking down of that tree, or perhaps with some more making of molding. I have got to set up my router table. Got to make the molding for the the ceiling under the porch. I've got a bunch of pine in there that I pulled out this summer that I really want to run through and get that done. So anyway, one of those 2 videos will be coming up. But until then, as always, I appreciate you being with me. And if you would, please like and subscribe. And until next time, you have a wonderful day.